We're back for another episode. In this episode we're going to be doing Garuda Extreme. So I've used the party finder to find a random group of mostly Japanese players. So we will see how this goes. I will try my best to explain the tactics along the way as well. I've also linked in the description Mr. Happy's guide of this fight, which I viewed before doing this fight, so I would know what to do. It's a very detailed guide. He explains in a lot of detail how to do the fight from beginning to end, so I highly recommend you go watch it. This is a bit different from the hard mode. I will explain why. Okay, so the first part of the fight, we will stay in this middle area because you don't want to let the wind attacks to affect any of the towers, so we have to stay right here. The frictions, as they're called. So it's better for us to just take the damage and heal it rather than it damaging the towers. Okay. Now, when you hide here, you have to hide around. You can't hide here. You have to hide there, otherwise you'll still get hit by this attack. Then again, straight away, back in the middle. Okay, so now we kill the Saturn plume, but this time you have to kill all the plumes, not just the Saturn one. These plumes blow up, they will hit the rage for like 2,000, so it's important to get it done. DPS seems to be incredibly high. Okay, so now the main tank will take one out of the way, and then we'll pull this out to the other side of the room where we DPS it. They have to be the full distance of the arena apart. The other round, and we have to do it before they use the big attack, otherwise we will instantly wipe. server's a little bit laggy. Okay, now for Reckoning. So because we have most of the pillars alive, it shouldn't do too much damage to us. You can see it barely did any. Okay, so now we kill all of the plumes, but not this one. The spiny plume, you leave it alone. What it does, when you kill the spiny plume, it will leave an aura, like an AoE on the ground, which you use then to absorb the next Reckoning. If you don't have it up, the Reckoning will kill you. So we save it for the best moment. And we know when that moment is as soon as Garuda's disappeared. Okay, so now we kill the plume, it will blow up, and then we run into its aura, right now. Now she's doing Reckoning again, and if Reckoning goes off and this aura is not here, you instantly wipe. And now she'll summon her ads again, and we do the same thing. You must split them up to the opposite ends of the arena. Again, you have a spiny plume, which you have to just keep alive. Okay, so now we kill Sakana. Keep the spiny plume alive. Okay. Kill the spiny plume, wait for the explosion, and then run into the AoE. Okay. Fortunately, we lost the monk. Now we again kill all the plumes and keep the spiny plume alive, and then this is just effectively rinse and repeat until you win. Okay, kill the spiny plume, get out of the AoE, then hide. Then same thing again. Out of the middle. She will summon the ads, rinse and repeat. For whatever reason, this off tank is just not doing very well. The main tank is dead. probably a white now. Yeah, it's a white. But yeah, so we have done all the mechanics of the fight, so now it's just a case of do it again, but do it properly. Hopefully we don't have any deaths this time. That's it, that's the fight. So hopefully we will get it done within the next couple of tries. Ready? Dive here. Wow, look at this lag, completely frozen. Problem is I can't actually see Garuda anymore. Maybe next time she disappears I'll get to see her. Okay, so now we separate the ads as before. You still can't see Garuda, kind of hilarious. Oh, there she is. Okay, that's Garuda for a bit. Super lag again. Yeah, so this lag is just terrible. So this is lag for you. Now she will summon her ads. Eternity was finding them alive until all the razor through. We are thankful to find a way so we can leave these. This last phase is, like I said, we rinse and repeat between the two phases of this phase and the ad phase, but this lag is probably going to get me killed eventually. Okay, kill the flume, run out and explode, then run in. Good, no damage for now. Get ready for the ads. Kill Gerardo. Now we kill Sabana. Okay, kill the Swiney Coon. Run out. Then run in. Okay. Here so we can kill the shiny thing, or spiny thing, I should call it. Okay, now we kill it. Run out. And then when the aura appears, then you run in. Then we get ready for the ads. Try not to DPS at this point, allow the tank to get some threat. It's just because of this lag, that's all. I'm just quickly using Google Translate to understand what they're saying. Okay, we're just still discussing tactics basically when I'm doing the auto-translate on this. Okay, there we go. Always build this out for him first, otherwise it will blow up or raise the sleep. Okay. Yeah, maybe go Sharada. Reckoning. Garuda to disappear them before the spiny thing. again. They pull them one side and they pull Sharada to the other. Again, I'm waiting for her to disappear, and then the spiny blue. Okay, so they run out. Now they run in. They use the limit break to help kill Sharadas, but yes. establish hate on Charada. I don't know if you're noticing, but as the fight is going on, the attacks seem to be hitting harder and harder. Literally might have wiped us because of that. I've wiped us just because I made the alt-tab mistake. The lag is amazing, isn't it? That's a wipe. Oh, maybe not. Wow. Me making a really stupid mistake, I almost cost us the entire raid. Thank God they got it. I really told them, if you ever see the video, I apologise. Okay, well we got it done, so that's what counts. There's the achievement. Oh, cutscene. Our efforts to augment Garuda's powers were met with the predicted success. It is mildly unsatisfying then that the Primal was thus similarly defeated. Against the Bringer of Light, it appears a heavier hand is required, and now that the focus has been discovered, it is of no consequence, even should they understand the significance of the presence. They have no means to prevent the summonings. And the Beastmen continue to crave ever more powerful avatars every time their gods fall. With each link forged in this chain of ambition, the shackles of chaos are bound ever tighter. It is not for us to entertain such speculation. We are bid only to convey what we have witnessed. Let us be gone from here. Excellent. Okay, so that's now done. So it says brings the Vortex ritual focus to Vorse Helix in Gridania. So let's head back to Gridania now. So, once more Garuda has fallen to your might. You have our gratitude, Lieutenant Mithrie. We are blessed to count such heroes among our allies. What's this? Some memento of the battle, mayhap? Okay, so let's give that in. Ugh, what an uncanny arrangement of bone. I have never seen its like. I guess I could not guess for what foul ritual this object would be used. Might there be some connection to the Primal, considering the place in which it was found? I must ask you to take the Grizzly Trophy to the Waking Sand and consult with Uranga. Perhaps he can provide some insight. Okay, so now we need to head to Vesper Bay. So quickest way, teleport to Horizon and run. The lag was incredible, but got through it, thank God. And I really did make a stupid mistake by killing that plume too early. But the tanks were very good. As you saw a couple of times, the tanks used the defending limit break to save them at the perfect moment. Okay, almost there. I think it's the dungeon server which is really struggling right now, because there's a lot more people doing dungeons than before. There he is. So, thou art returned, whole from thy grueling trial. Hath the battle with the lady gifted thee a glimpse into the primal's fortress of inscrutability? Okay, so we're going to give a vortex ritual focus. It says, a gruesome ritual tool fashioned from the bones of an exile. Okay, hand over. So, a ritual focus of exiled bone. Home to what tainted powers, I cannot say. Pray leave this curiosity with me, that I might dwell further on its nature. Garuda's unseemly strength was not fueled by crystal caches and tempered worship alone. Nay, I fear some new rite of summoning was employed. The rigid culture of the exile rarely spawneth such an anomaly. Methinks ancients more deeply versed in primal lore have melded here, the Ascians for a certainty, and if those servants of darkness are afoot, they will not stop at a single tribe. Such revelations do much to explain my recent communications. Art thou prepared to struggle once more against the beastman god? Okay, so let's complete that. Next quest. So it says, quake me up before you, Ogomoro. So it says, Yuri Angana bids you rise to the challenge of another primal threat. Okay, accept. So the Maelstrom has sent word of a mountain-shaking tremor felt by every man and beast in the northern half of Vilebrand. Aye, the Colberts have awoken the Lord of Crags. This shuddering arrival doth echo with the heightened strength shown by his sister primal. Seek out the High Storm Commander Ratak Riki at the Maelstrom Command in Limsa. Thy path leads once more to the story feet of Titan. Okay, so what I'm going to do for now, I'm just going to abandon the quest, and I'm going to show the Unlocking Titan quest as a separate one. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Happy that Garuda Extreme is now done. So as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.